Introduction to Emotional Intelligence. To understand emotional intelligence, we must first understand what emotions are. What are emotions? Emotions are more than just feelings, they are the meaning we give to a situation. Emotions are a universal experience, and everyone has felt furious, shy, terrified, happy or ashamed during their lives. Feeling an emotion, according to psychology professor James Gross, has 4 components. 1. The situation. The circumstance you're in, whatever is going on in your life at the time. 2. Your attention. The details you notice. 3. Your appraisal. Your assessment of what the situation means to you personally. And 4. Your response. Your reaction, which includes physical changes such as shaking and your actions, like shouting or crying. This 4-step situation attention appraisal response sequence is called the modal model of emotion. Professor Klaus Scherer proposed that there are 5 different components to an emotion. These are the components of his component process model of emotion. 1. Feelings, subjective feelings, like I feel scared. 2. Appraisals. Thought patterns, like I am under threat. 3. Expressions. Facial and bodily expressions of emotions, like being wide-eyed with fright. 4. Action tendencies. The tendency to perform certain actions, like freezing or hiding, and 5. Physical changes. Physical symptoms of emotion, such as butterflies in the stomach. Emotions are much more than just a feeling, they are a complicated mix of actions, expressions, and internal body changes that occur as a result of the meaning we attribute to our surroundings. Examples of emotions. There are 6 core emotions according to many psychologists. These are happiness, sadness, anger, fear, disgust, and surprise. Complex emotions are made up of 2 or more basic emotions. For example, fear, anger, and disgust make up the complex emotion of hate. Other examples include admiration, adoration, aesthetic appreciation, amusement, anxiety, awe, awkwardness, and boredom. A feeling is the response part of the emotion. Emotion is an umbrella term which includes the situation, the interpretation or perception of the situation, and the response or feeling related to the perception of the situation. Leading with emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand, express, and manage our emotions. Develop and maintain good social relationships. Think clearly and solve problems under pressure. It's the ability to recognize, manage, and assess emotions. Some academics believe emotional intelligence can be taught and improved, while others believe it is a natural trait. It's important to be able to express and control emotions, but it's also important to understand, interpret, and respond to the emotions of others. For example, consider a world in which you could not recognize when a companion was unhappy or when a coworker was upset. Emotional intelligence is a term used by psychologists to describe this capacity, and some experts believe it is more significant than IQ in terms of overall life success. According to researchers, there are 4 different levels of emotional intelligence: emotional perception, the ability to reason using emotions, understand emotions, and manage emotions. Perceiving emotions. The first step in understanding emotions is to accurately perceive them. In many circumstances, This may entail reading nonverbal messages such as body language and facial expressions. Reasoning with emotions. The next step is to use emotions to promote thinking and cognitive activity. Emotions assist us in prioritizing what we pay attention to and how we react to it. We emotionally react to things that catch our attention. Understanding emotions. The emotions we perceive can have many meanings. When a person is angry, the observer must determine what is causing the individual's anger and what it could indicate. If your supervisor is enraged, it could mean that they are unhappy with your work or that they have been arguing with their partner. Managing emotions. At its highest degree, emotional intelligence requires efficiently managing emotions. Emotional management includes regulating emotions, behaving correctly, and responding to the emotions of others. Impact of emotional intelligence. There are many examples of how emotional intelligence can play a role in daily life and the workplace. Thinking before reacting. Emotionally intelligent people understand that emotions are powerful but fleeting. Therefore, when a highly charged emotional event occurs, such as feeling annoyed at a coworker, the emotionally sensible approach is to wait a while before responding. This allows everyone to control their emotions and think more clearly about all of the issues at hand. Greater self-awareness. Emotionally intelligent people are good at imagining how others could feel, but they are also good at comprehending their own feelings. People with self-awareness are able to consider the many different factors that influence their emotions. Empathy for others. Being able to think about and empathize with how other people feel is a significant aspect of emotional intelligence. This usually entails thinking about how you would react if you were in the same circumstance. People with high emotional intelligence can think about other people's views, experiences, and feelings and utilize that information to explain why they behave the way they do. How to use emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence can be used in many different ways in your daily life and at work. Some ways to practice emotional intelligence include being able to accept criticism and responsibility, being able to move on after making a mistake, being able to say no when you need to, being able to share your feelings with others, being able to solve problems in ways that work for everyone, having empathy for other people, having excellent listening skills, knowing why you do the things you do, not being judgmental of others. Emotional intelligence is essential for good interpersonal communication. Some experts believe that this ability is more important in determining life success than IQ alone. Fortunately, there are things that you can do to strengthen your own social and emotional intelligence. Understanding emotions can be the key to better relationships, improved well-being, and stronger communication skills. Daniel Goleman identifies the following competencies as important when learned and used in our daily lives and at the workplace. Emotional self-awareness is the ability to know your own emotions and their effects on your performance. Self-regulate is the ability to keep your disruptive emotions and impulses in check to maintain your effectiveness under stressful or even hostile conditions. Positivity is the ability to see the best in people, situations, and events so you can be persistent in pursuing goals despite setbacks and obstacles. Achieve means that you strive to meet or exceed a standard of excellence by embracing challenges, taking calculated risks, and looking for ways to do things better. Adaptability means staying focused on your goals and easily adjusting how you get there. You remain flexible in the face of change, can juggle multiple demands, and are open to new situations, ideas, or innovative approaches. Empathy means you can sense others' feelings, have a desire to understand how they see things, and take an active interest in their concerns. Organizational awareness is the ability to read a group's emotional currents and power relationships, identifying influences, networks, and the dynamics that matter in decision-making. Influence refers to the ability to positively impact others and meaningfully engage people to get buy-in or gain their support. Coach is the ability to further the learning or development of others by understanding their goals, challenging them, giving them timely feedback, and offering them support. Inspire is the ability to bring your best and motivate others around a shared mission or purpose to get the job done. Teamwork is the ability to work with others toward a shared goal, build spirit and positive relationships, encourage active participation, and share responsibility and rewards among group members. Conflict management is the ability to work through tense or highly charged situations by tactfully bringing disagreements into the open, seeking to understand multiple perspectives, and searching for common ground to find solutions people can agree to.